Hello, my fellow sensitive Earth Angel Starseeds, chosen ones, sensitive, empaths, highly sensitive women out there. I feel that this recording, this Instagram story is really towards you, who are my fellow people, women out there. Because I want to remind you that you are queens, you are the divine feminine. And you have to be truthful with yourself, with your life mission, with your life purpose. You have to discover who you are, your life purpose, everything about you. It's really radical self-love, the more you get to know yourself and honor and respect yourself. And yesterday I was getting these thoughts because personally I've been bullied and attacked so much, too much, ever since I have been a young child, because I was sexually harassed when I was 4 years old in kindergarten, and no adults even knew about that. Nobody interfered, nobody knew nothing, nobody paid attention. And usually, because this happens to us chosen ones, earth angels and starseeds, that we are bullied behind closed doors, that nobody interferes, nobody does anything, nobody puts an end to that bullying, that abuse, that attack. And we're left alone. And this is so painful, especially when you are a sensitive child. And so, of course, like I've been saying many times in my videos, when you become an adult, it is your job to learn who you are and learn how to take care of yourself and learn your purpose, your life mission, what you're here to do. Because we all have a purpose. That is why we are all born on this planet Earth. We are here for a purpose. And nobody can take those purposes or our souls, our life missions, our worth away from us unless we allow them to. So ultimately, it's really up to us what we do with this. Do we actually value ourselves and know ourselves? And you are certainly not born just to look good, just to please men with your looks, for example, or be a people pleaser forever. You're not born for any of those shallow or superficial reasons. You are a deep feeling person. You are a deep thinker. You feel everything so deeply. You feel people's problems, people's issues, people's traumas, people's difficulties, without them having to say a word. Because you pick up energy so easily, because it is your gift, it is one of your gifts. And so yesterday I was just getting these thoughts that because I've gone through so much, and I like to use my story, honestly, as an example to connect with my people. So if you have been so alone, if you have been bullied, you have become ashamed of yourself, because it is so typical to you become ashamed of who you are. You don't know who you are completely lost with yourself, with your life. If you have been abused and attacked and bullied ever since you have been a small child, nobody ever held any space for you so that you would really get in touch with yourself, that you would actually feel safe. And so again, if this resonates, if you are one of my target people, target women, of course, this will resonate. So the fact that you have been through so much, And likely you have been through sexual harassment, maybe even sexual assault, because these men have objectified you completely. And this is what I discovered that usually can happen. And so it is crazy. It is what it is, but you have to be able to cope, handle, protect yourself, have common sense. You have to be discovering your own power and worth from within you. Because you are not here to just do things for other people. You're not here to do something that you don't want to do. That is really against you and your own core values. You have to know what your core values are. You have to take care of yourself every day, have self-care routines in place. Be your own cheerleader. Be your own powerful supporter. Back yourself up, support yourself. Do not abandon and neglect yourself anymore. And that is the healthiest thing that you can ever do when you've been through things like this. That you actually get closer to yourself and you start setting healthy boundaries with others. I was getting a few thoughts yesterday and today. So I'm like choosing right now what I'm going to be adding to this recording. But anyway, the key is that I wanted to remind you about these facts. That you really just have to be coming back to yourself, who you have been as a baby. It's not really... I mean, when people can easily talk about healing as a change, yes, of course, sort of, it's a change, but it's more about you just coming back to who you really are. And when you have been a child, that has been the most realist version of you. It is just, of course, unfortunate if you have been abused and attacked. And I just want to support you that if there are some men attacking you, wanting to put you down, abuse you, bully you, disrespect you, call you names, try to control you, practice, coercive control, reactive abuse on you, for example, you just have to remember that it doesn't say anything about you or your worth or your value. Because again, you are love and light and peace. You are a healer. So ultimately, they cannot take those core things away from you. And you can always, and you should always hold your own power back and cleanse your energies every day. And again, I want to remind you, I wish that, somebody would have backed me up this way, as I have been talking, recording, and writing in my posts, in my services, in my book. I really would have needed all of this guidance and advice that I've been giving to you guys, honestly and genuinely, with my heart and soul and with my painful experiences. But, at the same time, I know that God has meant this to be, what it is, as painful as it has been. But, yeah, so we always have to remember, if somebody is attacking us, they are unwell. They are not doing well. And we are not responsible for anyone's issues. People have to take responsibility for themselves. And yes, it can be a demonic attack. And you feel it. If you're dealing with demons, you will feel it. And they will try to hijack your soul, your health, your life, your mind, your thinking. Like I've been saying in my videos, Maybe watch those if you are a new subscriber, a new follower. I have been talking about demons and the signs that show up if somebody has a demon within them. And I've been talking about curses and psychic attacks as well. So because you are an intuitive empath, a gifted healer, earth angel, you're love and light. So you easily feel if something is off when you trust yourself, when you really pay attention and listen to your intuition, and want to know the truth about somebody. But usually it is just the negative energy. What I have learned and experienced myself, the fear that they have raised in me, for example, my own mother, my grandfather, they were so scary to me when I was a child. And I would still be afraid of them. My grandfather passed away, and I am just being distant. I'm not dealing with my mother, but the fear is real. So yes, if you get scared, that is a big sign that you are dealing with a demonic entity within a person. You feel the negative energy. They are being very, very negative. They do not listen to you. They do not respect you. You cannot get them to hear you out and respect you no matter what you do. Or it might take some drastic actions. Of course, depending on that person and that situation again. Again, if you need more help and support with these one-on-one, you can book a call with me and we can discuss these things and I will help you and guide you through. But I really would say that the number one sign is that you just feel that something is definitely off here, very negative, you know. And you have to trust yourself. So this was really very painful, very difficult for me to really grasp, that I had to learn more how to listen to my own intuition when dealing with these negative people. And I first had to discover what it was all about. And it took a lot of time and effort. And so I just want to say that if you feel alone with these issues right now, you're not alone. And it is okay, it's completely natural if you feel that you are alone, because easily you don't have anyone to talk to about these things. That you feel that you cannot trust anyone. But yes, so I would say that these are the biggest signs. You feel that they are being inhuman. They are not treating you as a person. Well, a demon cannot ever treat you with normal decency or integrity or respect, or, you know, love and care and support, because they simply do not have those, because they are inhuman. They are not a human being, first of all. They are a negative, toxic entity that is all about their own needs. So how could they ever show you normal respect? It's just not possible. And I have talked about being mindful about your life, about your space. So I want to remind you about that as well, because as I have said many times, we have to protect our own life, our own health, mental health, physical health, our loved ones, the things that matter to us, our own home. We have to have a safe space, otherwise we cannot calm down. If we cannot relax and calm down, our nervous system will always suffer. You will be hypervigilant all the time, like walking on eggshells, and again that can trigger the past shame and trauma even more. So yes, this is again so important, why you have to pay attention to these things. That's, you don't need to be forcing yourself to calm down, but you are creating a safe space for yourself in your home, in your life, like you're supposed to. You have to be the leader of your own life. And this is, of course, if you join my coaching program or book sessions with me, we can go through these things. I will help you to become that leader, because you have to be that leader, especially if you have children. You have to lead them as well. You have to lead your own life like the boss that you are, and say no to what does not align with you. So I hope that this video gave you some insight, empowerment, and strength and motivation to be on that path of your own self-discovery, because that is what I'm here for, to help you. So, because you owe it to yourself. When you're healing after narcissistic abuse experiences, these kinds of attacks, bullying, abuse, you want to be building your life. It's important that you get to know yourself. You actually learn and feel your own value and worth, and you decide what you will accept in your life and what you don't accept, because you do have the power. You're not that child anymore who doesn't know. Because again, it's of course so easy to feel like you are that hurt child again, especially of course if you still have inner child wounds within you. But your job is to forgive them, forgive yourself, because again, you have been a child and you should have been supported by your parents, by your loved ones. And if they were toxic, they were not respectful, they did not support you, now is the time that you step up and you start supporting yourself and being yourself, honestly and truly respecting yourself, while also, of course, respecting others, treating others kindly, treating yourself kindly, not leaving yourself out of the picture. Because you deserve to be left alone by those toxic people, toxic beings and attacks. And of course, one powerful way to protect yourself is always to pray. Align and surrender to all the help and support from God, from the universe, because it's always there. We can always return to all of that love and support, and we should, as a daily practice, choose love, choose health, choose happiness, choose peace, choose faith and safety instead of chaos and those toxic energies. We cannot thrive in those. We need peace in order to thrive, to be ourselves. And as always, thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Also, come follow me on Instagram as well. I would love to see more of you beautiful souls there as well, and on my Threads app as well. And you can comment and send me questions privately if you're interested in working with me, if you have questions about my sessions or about my coaching program. And just remember that you're not alone, that you're more loved than you might feel. I know that this can be difficult to feel. It can be, yes, when you have been so attacked, but it is still the truth. But yeah, get in touch if you need more help and support.